Let's shoot for like 12 to 15 reps controlled. I want to get a lot of blood flow into the chest. So we're gonna fully exhaust and see what it's like, because you guys are gonna have to get a good idea of what it's like to be tired, fully depleted, filled up on the day of the show. You know what I mean? And ready from there. You wanna lower this one, or are you good here at this height? You good?
Maybe lower one.
Yeah, let's lower it one. I'll do one side at a time. Like I said, we are gonna still hit dumbbells, we're gonna hit incline, hit flies, hit push-ups. We got some stuff we gotta move today, so. Steady, yep. Tuck your elbows a little bit, yeah. There we go, just like that. Slow down a little bit, and squeeze. Good, down, squeeze, good. Yep, you wanna push that chest into my fingers. Yeah, there we go. Good, that's what I want. Beautiful. Good. Yep. You bring water, Kev? Or no? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just brought one water bottle.
Yeah, we have the water fountain refills too, so you're good. That's it, good. Big contraction. Good, that's it. You feel the difference in the chest? There we go, that's what I want to see. Now you got good movement. Much better. Good. Big squeeze, yep. Listen, some people are just blessed, man. The first thing some people go is their arms.
Yeah.
It's like instant. Some people just string out really quickly, and some people you just got really good muscle bellies in your arms. So that's a good attribute to have. You know what I mean? Like for me, the first thing that leans out is my abs. Yeah. So but my arms get skinny fast. So it is what it is. Everybody's got something. Like he's got big legs and calves. Like I don't think I'll ever have big legs and calves, no matter how much I train. Good, big push. Yeah, I don't care what anybody says. Barbell benching is and will always be a good mass builder for the chest. Like people always say, dumbbells this, dumbbells that, machines, whatever. I've never not had a good chest using barbells.
Dude, that's the one thing that sucks with my chest. I feel like my chest sucks like crawling. And I used to like only do barbell bench when I was in the Marine Corps.
Yeah, that's all you had.
Yeah. Dude, I feel like even lifting heavy weights, like, damn, my shit is not growing.
It's all about the contraction. So like when I'm doing that stimulus there and I'm engaging that, it's sending the signal directly because you feel the contact, so the nerves and the muscles are sending it to the brain saying, hey, I can feel that. So then as soon as you feel that, you're able to contract into that. A lot of people don't have that proper engagement. That's that whole mind-muscle connection, and that's the difference. So working out with partners is super beneficial, especially in like your early parts of your training, because that's how you can develop certain musculature. And when you do like back workouts, it's good to like actually touch the muscle, because then they're able to squeeze and do all these different motions that you can't do on your own. Unless you're doing like unilateral stuff where like you're doing a single arm dumbbell and then you're pressing into your chest. Another beautiful day at the home gym. We got the Massthetics crew out. Boys are about 7-ish, 8 weeks out from their first show, debut, men's physique. We're gonna hit a full upper workout, get some posing practice in, give them some good cues, kind of get their mind right. So we're doing a full upper pump today, and we're gonna hammer them down, chip away a little bit more, and then see what they're made of. Good, that's the tempo I want. Down, hold, press. Good, just like that. Let's keep going. Down, hold, press. Good, really squeeze into this, really. Down, hold, press. That's it, got a lot harder. That's it. It's crazy, right? You gonna curl that? All right, we're gonna follow that same tempo, okay? So up, come down, pause, press. Good, 1, down, press. Good, let's bring it towards the middle. Press, at the top, let's bring it to the middle. Ready? And press. Good, that's it. Open and press through the middle. Good, that's it. You see that little bit of movement you're getting right here? Go, press, good. The boys are gonna be in for a literal treat, okay? You got a surprise for the two boys for grinding super hard for the last few weeks and months. Also, the camera guy's gotta get it. I don't know if you want to pan, but he's gotta get some. He's gotta get some of these goods. So, well, you gotta stay tuned. No, a little something different, a little sweet treat, so they can hit this beforehand, okay? So, stay tuned. No, I'm telling you, you guys are gonna love this. It's post-workout. It's post-workout. He already had a muffin pre, so he had some carbs pre too. So they both had a nice little pickup prior to coming in and training, but they're gonna get something to fill back out post-workout. Yeah, it's good for the mind too. Listen, we have the gym to ourselves. Good, steady, big drive. Good, that's it. That's what I want. Big drive. Good, that's it, right there. Big drive. Big scoop. Yes, good. Down, up, good. Down, up, good. That's the tempo I want from you guys, okay? Down, a little bit, like maybe a 1/4 inch off the chest, and then make sure when we drive up, we're driving up and towards the middle, because what you're trying to do is get that movement on the chest. You can see my chest movement every time. Yeah. You're never gonna forget it after this. Good. Good. Let's tuck the elbows as you come down, because you're coming out wide. I want you to do it downward towards it. Yeah. Big drive. Good. Feels a little easier, right? Yes, sir. Good. Good. I don't want to tax the front, because that's when the shoulders get worn out too soon. Big drive. Good. Nice. Good. Stay steady. Come on. Good. Let's go. That's a good question. So that's a great question. Do I think in the future will I ever get Braxton into bodybuilding? I think it's a natural progression. So he comes here, and he'll come when he's with me, and he'll work out. So he does some movements. He'll do like a little bit of chest presses with the 5s. He'll do curls. He'll do pull-ups. He does hanging leg raises. He does push-ups. He does things like that. He also trains athletically. So he runs cross-country club. He runs track and field club. He was doing boxing for a little bit with his mom, at their boxing gym. So he likes to be active, but he very much wants to mimic what Dad is doing. So he sees me with Saucy. Like he's a big fan of Saucy himself. But every time we play this game on PS5, it's like these little robots, and there's always like a little miniature robot somewhere, and has a camera, and he's always like, "That's Saucy." And then every time he sees like a strong guy, he's like, "Oh, that's like my dad." So I think he naturally will kind of flow in there, and then he'll want to either pursue it or not, but I won't push him to do it. So I'm never gonna force him to bodybuild, but if he ever wants to, I'll educate him for sure. Yeah. He's 7, but he's already 4'7". He's already pretty big for his age, yeah. Daddy muscle, yeah. We have videos of him like doing like ab shots and things like that, like the influencer kind of things. He does those kinds of things already, so it's pretty cool. Let's hit another set here. Your arms are already big enough. Let's load the chest. Come on. And drive. Good. And recover. Good. Go ahead, drop it. Good. All right. We're going to switch over to an incline. And I don't do a massively high incline, because that's going to be more front delt oriented. And I really want to build your guys' chest. Yeah, I would go, yeah. I would go on the lighter side. So you can go ahead and set it down before we even start this set. But where we're going to go with this pressing motion is everybody wants to always go wide, and they get like this huge 90-90. That taxes your shoulders really bad. We're going to tuck them. We're going to almost come like you're doing like an H press, right? So it comes down to the sides, you pause, press, and then it almost is like you're doing a fly into that top press, right? So it's going to come down, stacked over the elbows, load that chest, right? Because we're trying to build in this upper pocket, and you're going to drive upward towards the top, okay? Oh, okay. Here we go. So, special delivery for the boys. Homemade rice, what do you call these? Rice Krispies with Lucky Charms and cake pops. In the honor of their prep and for Easter, right? God is good. God is good. Shout out to the girlfriend. She made these special for the boys. All right. Yes, super blessed. You guys don't even know. I know, because I tried it already. So we're going to rotate, yep, and then come down, and then you're going to press towards the center. Boom, yep, all the way up, and press towards the center. Good. Yeah, more towards the center if you can. Yep, almost like you're going to touch them. Yeah, there it is. Now you're closing the gap. And then open, and then press towards the middle. Good. Good. And open, and then press. Good, that's what I want. Just like that. And you can feel that spreading and squeeze, and you can feel that contraction on the chest. So now you're filling this whole pocket right here. where you feel like you're naturally shallow. It's where a lot of the chest development needs to happen, but it's good. Good, big. Yes, keep that rib cage nice and big. Come down, wide, stretch, 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 and press. Good, that's it. Perfect. Big difference, right?
Yeah.
You don't need a lot of weight. You just need a lot of good tempo, technique.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm slacking on tempo.
It's a learning curve, man. You don't know what you don't know, and a lot of this is from trial and error. Trust me, I've been with the best of just slinging the weights around, and it's fun and all, but it's not really where you want to be at the end of the day. Go ahead, big press. Yes, towards the middle. Yep. Open up wide. Good. Keep that chest up and open. Yep, the entire time. Good. Big chest. Yep. So goal is take it to like 1 or 2 just before failure, and cap it, right? Because I don't want to push you beyond failure, because then you're not going to have enough for the rest of the sets. So I want to get you right into that range of like what we'd call like RPE 8, right? Something like that. And then we'll hold that area, and that's where we're just going to constantly keep that pressure going. So we're just going to keep pushing that throttle or intensity in that domain, okay? So you can stay at this weight, you can go up or you can go down, whatever you feel like you need to do. Yeah, let's stay at this weight. Remember, we got the treats to look forward to. So we want to earn those treats. You guys have already been putting in the work, the hours of cardio, the dieting, the training, the lack of sleep. This is where the hour on the stairs, yeah, it gets tough, but it's worth it, man. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's worth it. You come to this place where it's like, this is just who you are. Like, you being fit is just, it's the new bottom standard. And you hold that for yourself, and you hold yourself accountable. You don't overindulge in things. You make sure you work really hard every day to like eat it, for the most part. That's why I said for the most part, right? For the most part. But truthfully, like, I love the fact that I can come out here and the people in this community know me as the dad who grills shirtless, and they want to be able to do that and is fit with like abs and things like that. I love that fact for myself. I love that my son looks at me and is like, my daddy has like a 10-pack. You know what I mean? I love that feeling. So that's something that I hold myself now to that standard. Was it always like that? No, but it's like that now, and that's how it's going to be moving forward. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Were you always that lean guy?
I've been pretty lean, but I've also been on the opposite spectrum.
Oh, well, I mean,
Intentionally. No. Actually, I was just a skinny kid, not lean. Lean is like athletic, you had abs. I didn't actually have my first like abs until I was like 24. Yeah, I never had like full abs until I was 24, which is wild. Yeah, it was just like a smooth belly, kind of like an Ethiopian looking person. Like, I don't know. I don't even know if that's proper to say, appropriate, but it is what it is, man. I was just a skinny kid with like a flat belly, never really had abs. So first time I ever had like a full set of abs was 24. Actually, it was actually in CrossFit, believe it or not. That's the first time I ever got really, really lean, was in CrossFit. I weighed all of like 181 pounds. Yeah, and now I'm like 228 on a regular with abs. Let's go, good. Again, let's go, 2. Let's get 10, 3, let's go, push, 4, 5, come on, 6, let's go, push, 7, 8, 9, one more. 10, good. In this case, now you know what's coming. You're gonna hit that failure point, and then we're gonna push for some partials, so. Good. Open up, yes, big drive, good. Steady, steady. No rush to get to the failure. Keep the chest big, come on. That's it, come on. Nice. Squeeze into my fingers. Good, all right, ready? Let's hit some partials. Good, just to my hand. 1, 2, let's go. 3, 4, come on. 5, let's go, dig. 6, come on. 7. Woo. Super pumped, super pumped. All right, let's make our way over to some cables. It's gonna be like what we call a giant set. It's gonna be 3 movements. So 2 cable variations and a body weight movement to kind of push you to pure failure. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing is Cable flies 2 ways. 12 for here. Essentially what it's gonna look like is, I'll just demo it. I don't need a ton of weight for that, but you guys are gonna do flies forward, right? So flies are gonna come forward in this position, big, like you're hugging a barrel. You don't need to go super far into that extension, but open where you feel the stretch. Big, you'll hit 10 to 15, right? Then you're gonna take a step back. We're gonna bend straight down in the middle, 10 to 15, same thing, big barrel hug, right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get they're right here, these mini parallettes. And you're gonna do deficit push-ups. So 10 to 15 for 2 things on the cable, and then you're just gonna burn out into a push-up position. You're gonna go all the way down, all the way out, all the way down, all the way out at that tempo. That's slight pause at the bottom, slight pause at the top, okay? And you're gonna go to failure. And we're gonna do 3 giant sets, okay?
Check out the burpees, bro.
the burpee broad jumps. Yeah, you can set the weight at wherever you want. I would probably start with like 30, to be honest. Well, 20 is where it was. Yeah, 20 is where it was. All right, let's try that out. Oh, good. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want.
That was good.
All right. look how full you are already. Like you've already filled up this whole upper chest right here. This is significantly full. This is what we're trying to facilitate. This is what's going to make you guys that difference when it comes time to. Yeah, that's good right there. Yeah, good. That's it. A full prescription of a chest right here. Good. Good. A little bit higher towards my hand. So, yep, a little bit higher with your hands towards my hand. Just your hands, yep. Good. Keep your chest up. Feeling full. Right here. Hit this pose right here and just squeeze into it. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Push all the blood you got into here. Push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. Keep your chest up. Push, 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 push. And relax. One more, fight for it. 8, that's it, good, relax. Awesome. We're gonna hit a little bit of shoulders. We're gonna touch a little shoulders, okay? We'll hit a little bit of triceps, and then we're gonna hit some posing, okay? A variation that I came up with, just kidding. Actually, if you want to believe it or not, Saucy showed me this variation. So for the longest time, I would always put the cable attachment at the very bottom, and I always felt like it overly taxed my shoulder. He was like, oh, if you ever tried it with it a little bit higher, bring it up a little bit, and it keeps the shoulder loaded the entire time. Night and day difference, night and day difference. Your shoulders blow up, okay? So we'll keep it around here for you guys. You don't need a ton of weight on this. What we're gonna end up doing is laterals. So we're gonna go straight to the side. You wanna brace. You're gonna come up and come back down, come up, come back down, come up, come back down. So instead of doing the, right, we're gonna do that way. You're gonna do one side first, so you'll do 15 on this side, you're gonna turn and you're gonna go right into an upright pull or an upright row. So you do 15 like this as well, right? So we'll target some of the rear delts too. So lateral, 15, 15, then switch sides. You'll hit 15, right? And then 15, right? And you're thinking, you're trying to like elbow somebody off your back when you do it, okay? Let's hit that. 6, 7, good. 8, yep, just like that. You're pulling straight up. And you want to feel it all through your back. Keep your chest up and go. Good, just like that. And you don't really got to pull super high. You just want to squeeze through the back. Cool, good. That's it. All right, Sir Deltoid. 3, what the hell? 4, what? 5, let's go. 6, 7, that's 8, come on. 9, excellent. Just like that. So keep your elbow higher than your wrist. Okay. So, yep, so less from the pull of the wrist, just right here. Yeah, that's it. 9, good. 10, 11, 12, good. How are we feeling so far? Yeah. That's the point, right? So like, your off season is where you're building. Yes, some guys grow a little bit in a prep, but it's really hard to grow in a deficit. Like it's really, really rare that someone's gonna put on tissue in a deficit. You're just sculpting as you're getting leaner, right? So you're trying to stimulate that blood to get into the tissue, and that's what's creating that stretch effect and like development as you get leaner, right? So you're trying to train that as you go down. You don't need to go super heavy. You wanna catch a pump, and then you wanna get out. You know what I mean? Catch that pump, move on, get on to the next one, and then be done. 45 minutes to an hour max. Like, in and out. Because you don't have much glycogen storages. Especially when you guys have been running no carb days, right? Like, you ain't got nothing in the system. No, bro. So like, when you guys finally get those refeeds, like they're in there, you're saturated, you spill a little bit, it's cool, whatever. The next day you wake up, you go to train, you got that best 45 minutes to an hour to get in, get out, get the nastiest pump, take some pump picks, and hop out. You know what I mean? Let's hit that. And I want you just to saturate the back, the lats, kind of get whatever you can in there. You're hella pumped in the front and the delts, all that stuff already. So just use this, get as much blood as you can, because when we start posing, I want you guys to be able to engage those muscles, especially for opening up on the back, right? 1 max set, all out, pull-ups, whatever you got. Empty the tank and get as many as we can. That's it. And it should feel a lot easier because you guys are doing nothing but pressing. Give me whatever you can, Brody. Golly, bro. Where do you get them biceps at? Let's go. Sheesh, bro. It's rare that you see somebody with some crazy good bicep genetics. Like, normally it's more tricep dominant, but he's just got crazy peaks on his biceps. Come on, get what you can. Yeah, right now it's pure bicep pull. It's pure biceps. His lats are fatigued, but he's all bicep right now. You got at least 10 more from the biceps alone. Let's go. That's it. That's good. Cap it there. If we're facing, we're gonna face the mirror, so it's also be on this side, right? But typically how it is the judges are below you, right? Because they're looking up, right? Because there's five or six people usually on a panel, and they're gonna be below you in the front. The lights are gonna be super bright. You're not gonna see anybody in the crowd. I don't care what you think is gonna happen. You won't see people past like 2 or 3 rows behind the judges because it's super bright. You're gonna come out from the right side, typically speaking, right? They usually will have you come out from the right side. You'll come up, they'll say competitor number 25, or that, Alan, and then you're gonna walk out to the center, and you're gonna, when you do your walkout, you kinda wanna be in the understanding that from the moment that you step up from the steps onto the stage and you're visible in the line of the judges, they are already judging you. Okay, so the minute you step up here, you should already be cock diesel. You know when people are like, bro, why are you flexing all the time? You want to be flexing all the time. So if I'm standing here waiting and somebody else is doing the routine, I'm already like cocked, flexed, obliques are flexed, abs are flexed, delts are popping, everything is popping. So that when it's time to come, I give my little smirk You can see the obliques as I raise my hand up. I'll come out. I'll do my first pose, whatever that is, whatever my entrance is, even if it's just going right into my pose, just to hit that pose, boom. I'll turn around. I'll hit my back pose. 1, 2, 3, and then I'll turn back around. I'll hit my front pose. 1, 2, 3. Acknowledge the judges, right? Because they're there. So you acknowledge the judges. You wave to the supposed crowd that's behind you, and then you go off to the side. When you're on the side, boom, right into the pose, facing the main judge, whoever that is, wherever the middle guy is. You're facing him, and that's it. You're just smiling and looking at him, and you're looking like it's casual. You're not looking like it's an effort to do it, right? So when you're posing, that's the biggest key that a lot of people think is like, oh, like they're straining to look good. You're supposed to be effortless. You're supposed to just look like you look like this all the time. And that's the goal, okay? So we're gonna practice it. I'll give you guys kind of like a demo. If you wanna put the bench down so you guys can sit right there, I'll show you what it looks like to pose, and then what I want you guys to do, and then we'll reenact that as time goes on. Back, front, and then usually by that time that they call you, when you finish your back and you're turning to the back to the front, they're gonna basically tell you like the next person will come out. Don't cut your posing short and stop. Just go ahead and finish the posing. I'm gonna grab my kid really quick and I'll be right back in.
All right, what's the workout? It's a good ass workout, bro. I felt pumped, felt good. Like, I was really good. I can't complain.
This is your first workout with water?
First workout. Yeah, 100%. I felt really good about it.
7 weeks out, you said?
7 weeks out, still working at it, still leaning up. Dropped from like 178 to like 160 this morning. So we feeling good, bro. We feeling good. When do we start? I think February 1st. So that's like what? End of February? Yeah. So yeah, we getting there, bro. About a month, bro. About a month.
Bro, I feel nice. I feel juicy. I feel pumped. Carbs in me finally. Yeah, it's a solid workout. One of the best ones I've had so far for the cut.
And it's your first one with Wally as well?
Yeah, first one with Wally. So definitely, dude, if he invites me out again, 100% I come through. This feels amazing. I ain't gonna lie.
Different training with a coach.
100%. Yeah. I mean, I train with friends, but it's not the same. They're, trying to get in, talking and everything, but Wally's like dead straight, get you right. He knows what you need. So.
And Saucy's here. Hey, where's he at? That's my boy.
Where you at?
Show him your battle scars. So basically they call you out, competitor number 25, Wally, right? So you come out, you're flexing the oblique and the abs, right? So that they can see. You come out, my signature thing is an X-frame shot into a double-handed. 1, 2, 3. I'll turn around, pull, open up big. 1, 2, 3, and I'll turn back to the same side. Same signature shot. 1, 2, 3. Sign off, come to the side, and immediately go right into that pose again. And I'm just chilling. And I can be here all day, right? I can have a conversation, hold this flex position. That's the goal, okay? So let's go ahead, peel the layers off, and let's see what we look like ready to go. Yep, he's here, step, whatever you feel most comfortable. So pause, right? This is perfect, this side is perfect. Rotate a little bit more, look at yourself in the mirror. So you're up, big. I want this hand a little lower so you can push into that lat, right? So instead of it being here and you can't do that, push into that lat, lets you get in chest engagement. Good, chest is big, rotate. Good, and then you wanna breathe out through your nose. So you can flex down on your midsection, okay? You might cramp a little bit. Yeah, let's try that again. Okay, so come out from the side. Yeah, ready? And back out. Chest is up. Boom, good, perfect. And then turn around. Big, yep, open, yep, big, big, big. Big chest, good, right here. And then turn back around. Same thing, right back to that number 1 position. Good. And then sign off. And then you're over here and you're right into that front pose. Okay, but turn a little bit more towards me because remember, I'm the center. That's it. That's where you want to be. That's perfect. Perfect. No. See, like he looks good with the one hand on the hip, but if I do that one hand on the hip, I look narrow, right? So if I do this one hand thing like this, then this kind of just, you see how like I just fade away? But if I put two hands, it's a big difference, right? Especially when you're looking like in the mirror. Like two hands for me is great. One hand is like something just, my delt disappears, my chest kind of falls off. So you got to figure out what works for you. And two hands on the hip for me, I can't do this. This is what you call a Superman. This is like dead on, right? I can't do the Superman dead on. I have to do the Superman angled for it to look right. So
What would you recommend?
Well, we gotta see. I gotta see what you look like first. Ready? And you're coming out. I think an angled look will be better for you, just because it'll make your lats look more exaggerated. So you wanna stand here. You're gonna take a split stance. So you're gonna think just here. So my feet are here. Just a little bit more narrow with your feet, bring them in. A little bit more, right there. And all you're gonna do is just turn your feet 1 and 1. Yep, so my feet are facing towards Alan right now, and my hips are facing towards Alan, and all I'm gonna do is from this position, is I'm just gonna rotate my shoulders, right? So my hips are still this way, my shoulders are rotating, and then what I'm doing is from this position, you can either keep your hands here, or you can just take one, or you could even just try with no hands on the hip. So like off to the side, yep, a little bit, good. Put one hand on your hip here, yep. And push your lat out. Yeah, like that, there it is, good. Right here. Man, you're so tight. Good, good. So think of like a big back pose, yep. Hand on the hip, good. And then try to, from this position, you're right here, just want you to rotate with me. Yep, and then just stand upright. And you want to blow through your nose and tighten on your abs. Tighten, tighten, tighten. There you go, good. Nice, and then turn around, let me see what your back looks like. So the back is good. Good, up. Yeah. Elbows are down a little bit. Yep, so right here. Open, open, open. Good. And then lean back. Much better. See that? Big difference, right? You can see visually. And then, yeah, so just so, because it creates, so if he was just to stand like normal, this wouldn't engage, none of this would engage. But the minute he starts to lean like there's an invisible thing you're trying to lean over, that automatically will pull out his erectors, right? And then turn back around. Yep, you can do a full turn and then just put the hand back on the hip. Good. And then this foot, you'll want to be a little bit more front and not behind you. So you're putting your foot behind you. You'll want to put it more like this position where it's in front of my, exactly. Yeah, you can lift it up if you like, because it helps you push into your hips, which then allows you to create more visual space in this position, right? So you're just more in this position. Good, good. Keep your chest big. It's hard, it ain't easy. And then hold this position. Flex your abs. So you kind of like someone's gonna slap you and you're like, oh. That's how you can bring down on your obliques. Blow through that nose. Boom. Good, good. Let's see what it looks like side by side, boys. So we're gonna be in the front. Good. And these are the commands that they have, okay? So front, face the back. That's where you turn around. Open up nice and big, Alan. Good, big, 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 big. Good. Face the front. Switch places. Remember the hands, yep, oh, there it is, good. That's it, that's it. It sounds silly, but that's it. Good. Good. Face the back. Stay big, stay big. Open up, Kev. Good, yep, good. Nice, Alan, is perfect. Stay big and wide, good. Hold it, you guys are holding it. Face the front. Good, open up. You can do like that if you like. If you feel more comfortable, you can. Face the back. Stay big, open. That's it, good, nice. Yeah, there you go. You fixed it. You fixed it. You felt it, right? Yeah. No, stay big. You stay big, Case. Stay big. And if you feel like you're lacking and you're like struggling, just reset. And then open back up and go back into your, exactly. Hit, and then open back up. Boom. Same thing for you. Hit, flex that chest, and then open up. Yeah, good. Exactly. Good. Face the back. Nice, big. That's it. Big. Good. Hands are facing forward. All right, thank you, gentlemen. You can pile off to the side. And remember, even when they, exactly, thank them for their time and then you move forward. Good. No, they'll say like, yeah, they'll say thank you because we'll assume that that's first call outs, right? So the first 5 or 6 guys, they did their comparisons, they got who they decided is first, second, or third, 4th, 5th, 6th, whatever, and then they push you off. Then second call outs comes, then third call outs if necessary, depending on how big the show is, right? And then they just push you off to the side and then you guys are done. Yeah, but think about that. So just find your comfort, right? So like if you're on this side and you're towards the end and you gotta find this, you gotta go towards the center judge, I'm not gonna keep putting my right foot forward, I'm gonna put my left foot forward so that I'm facing, you know what I mean? That I'm facing that judge over there. And if I'm on this side, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna switch position. Whatever's gonna create the best visual image for me in that center judge, right? So just keep that in mind. No. Yeah, they'll take points off if you look like shit, right? So if you're like sitting there and you're like this and you're like drooping down, they're gonna take points off. But if you can hit and then reset, sometimes that little bit of motion, I wouldn't say do a ton of movement, but sometimes that little bit of you just setting and then coming back out will take their eyes from somebody else and they're like, oh, why is this person moving? It's natural to look at something that's moving.
Is it the same motion?
No, if you're here and you're tired, right? And you're here, you're exhausted, you just back to that position again, okay? And these are gonna be what's good. Yeah, like I think for you, the hands on the hip, because your hips are so narrow, but your arms are so big, I think that might play into like a loss for you, right? At some point, I think really what you should consider is you're set up in a way where you can literally do a no hands on the hip. So you don't need to be super wide. Remember, the goal isn't to be super wide. It's more to just create a flow where you're able to do this position here, where you're just, and you don't want to have super wide because now look at the gaps, right? You want to have something that's just a natural boom, and you're able to stay tight, right? It's a nice little natural position like that. That's it. That's perfect. And you don't really need to move more from that. That's your money shot right there. That's your money shot. And then from that position, right? From that position, all you got to do is turn to the right, hit your back pose, right? Boom, and then turn back to the left, and you're already back in your money shot for that chill-in pose, bro. Like you don't even got to try. The whole goal is to look like you're not going to try. His front pose is effortless for him because it's just natural for him to put that one hand on his hip. So I wouldn't be like, oh, put both hands on your hip. He's gonna be like, well, I feel retarded. Like, you know what I mean? Like I can't do it because it just doesn't feel right. Like I'm forcing it. There's a natural pose for everybody. Find that pose and then build around it. Does that make sense? Cool. So these are gonna be the poses that we're practicing every single time. Take 10, 15 minutes post-workout and hit these poses rounds and rounds and rounds, even when you're tired. Post-cardio, hit the posing. Post-pump, hit the posing. At the crib, watching the kids, hit the posing. Like just hit the posing. The more you pose, the better you're gonna be on the day of the show. All right, let's break into the treats. Enjoy these treats real quick. Tell me what the first touch and taste is on these. You guys earn this. This is just a little something for you guys. The excitement's overwhelming. I feel like a dad with his kid on Christmas. My boys are just out here eating their treats. Let's get that first taste. Oh my goodness. Nah, straight in. Oh my goodness. Oh, my man's about to cry. How good is that? How good is that? How good is that? You guys have earned this. We're a little mini break to give you a little bump in morale, boost some metabolism, a little bit of carbs. It's something that's just gonna make you grind a little harder. The end goal is near. We're just 7 weeks out or so. This is worth it. This is worth it.
I was telling Kev too, I was like, man, imagine if you did the both with me.
No, yeah.
I was like, man, lost damn near 40 pounds since we started.
Yeah, and that's the goal. So this is a topic I want to touch on really quick because this is something that's happening in this industry. You get a lot of guys who come out here, and guys like this, first time ever doing something like this. The goal isn't to go out and think that you're gonna go get your IFBB Pro card and get nationally qualified. Cool if you can, that's amazing, good for you, whatever. The goal is to enjoy the process and development. Learn what it means to bodybuild, the disciplines behind it, the work ethic, how you can do what you just said, lose 40 plus pounds since we just started and have something to progress and a new respect for yourself. That's what this is about. The $10 trophy that you can get from this place over here from 5 people that are gonna tell you you're good or not good, that's irrelevant. You can buy yourself a trophy. I'll buy you a trophy. Like, what you earned is the whole process of sticking and committing to something for weeks on end. That's why you do this. That's where the desire and love for it all comes in. And my man smashed in less than 10-second speech over here. Destroyed that. So, yeah, eat the K-pop, bro. Do it. That's the way to go. But that's a wrap on today's video. This is just a taste of what's to come. This is a team, Massthetics, Saucy at the camera. Got little B in the corner doing his flexes. Hit him with a flex. Hit him with a flex. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And we'll stay tuned as we get closer to the show. You're gonna see more of these guys. You're gonna see John coming back around. He's getting ready for his pro card attempt come in August or September. It's one of the two at North Americans. And we're gonna document a lot of different things along the way. Catch you in the next one.